I mean, who here thinks that AOC should be locked up? I know I certainly do. She's telling criminals how to break the law. That's illegal. I mean, it's common sense. So doesn't it make her an enemy of America? Let me know what you guys think. Some people would say I'm absurd and I'm nuts, but I don't think so. I think I'm on point. And, I really think that she's committing treason, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Shout out to the King Squad. Smash the like button, hit subscribe, and I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say. Excuse me. Getting into our first clip here, shout out to Gunther Eagleman. Breaking. AOC admitted that she was, in fact, advising criminal aliens on how to avoid ICE detection/deportation. She should be prosecuted for aiding/abetting illegal aliens. Set an example. Okay, this is from Gunther Eagleman. Let's get into our clip here.
You had a recent dispute, if that's the right word, with Tom Homan, the president's Homeland Security czar, so-called. You held an online forum, a Know Your Rights forum, that he didn't like. What were you doing? What was your goal as you saw it?
My job is to educate and act as a liaison of critical information to my constituents. And I was informing all of my constituents of their constitutional protections, and in particular, their constitutional protections against illegal search and seizure in the United States.
Homan was upset, I suppose, because he felt that you were giving advice to people who were here illegally. Were you?
I was giving advice to all of my constituents. Yeah.
He said he was going to report you, or even that he did reach out to the Department of Justice. Have you heard from the Department of Justice?
I have not, and I intend on reaching out to the Department of Justice to inquire.
Really? What would your question be for the Department of Justice?
Well, there is a member of the Trump administration who is threatening and seeks to open an inquiry, and are you going to do it?
What would you learn? What do you hope to learn from that exchange?
I think it's important to know where this administration stands and if they intend on using political intimidation to silence their critics.
I mean, can she be removed already? Lock her up now. What do you guys have to say about that? Let's get into our next clip here. Shout out to Liberal Hive Mind, and let's go.
Hey, so this popped up on my timeline this morning. Eric Doherty writes, just in, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez writes to Attorney General Pam Bondi asking if she is under investigation for teaching illegal aliens how to avoid ICE. I guess border czar Tom Homan's referral really got to her. Let's go ahead and read this letter. Dear Attorney General Pam Bondi, I write to request clarity on whether the Department of Justice has yielded to political pressure and attempts to weaponize the agency against elected officials whose speech they disagree with. That's the sound of something going right over her head. Ah yes, the criminal referral was just to intimidate somebody that they disagree with. Over the past 2 weeks, border czar Tom Homan has gone on multiple forums threatening political prosecution against me, citing resources I distributed, informing my constituents and the American public on their constitutional and legal rights. Yeah, I don't know how she doesn't get it, but illegal criminal aliens don't have constitutional rights. On February 13th, 2025, Mr. Homan announced that he had asked the Deputy Attorney General to open an investigation and that I will be in trouble now. It has been 14 days since Mr. Homan first threatened to weaponize your agency, but I have not yet heard any referral from the federal government. Homan's actions undercut core constitutional rights and further transparency is necessary. Isn't it funny when far leftoids make pleas to the Constitution? I love how the Constitution only applies when their asses are on the line. Isn't that so funny? You know, the Constitution didn't matter in her willful disregard of it, relating to aiding and abetting illegal immigrants, and really at large, her and the Democrat Party's open border stances, which are inherently, I'd say, unconstitutional. But anyway, she continues, I am sure you are aware of the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Oh, she is so patronizing and condescending. Honestly, I hope she really is facing investigation at this point. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people to peaceably assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Indeed, last week, Vice President Vance said that we may disagree with your views, but we will fight to defend your right to offer it in the public square. Mr. Homan's repeated attempts to use your agency to politically intimidate duly elected officials are a textbook threat to the right to free speech in the United States. Threatening criminal proceedings for exercising the First Amendment itself is a violation of the First Amendment. Educating the public about their rights, especially in a time of rising uncertainty, is a key part of our responsibility as elected officials. A government that uses threats of DOJ investigations to suppress free speech is a threat to all, regardless of political ideology. Please respond no later than March 5th, 2025, with an update on the Department of Justice's response to Mr. Homan's request and transparency as to whether my office or myself is actively under investigation for exercising their First Amendment rights and executing on our congressional responsibilities. Oh man, oh man, oh man. You can't make this stuff up. And I love the way she keeps saying that Tom Homan is attempting to use her agency to go after political opponents. Tom Homan is not using the DOJ. He literally just sent a referral. And really, the whole premise here is so clearly dishonest and flawed. And I think I can sense a little bit of panic. I think she's actually concerned that she may have gotten herself in trouble, and so she's already trying to play the victim.
You were murdered.
I think she knows that she might be in some deep doo-doo here for actively aiding and abetting illegal aliens, and now she's trying to spin it as a First Amendment issue, as if helping criminals dodge ICE arrest is just free speech, right? Oh, she was just trying to educate her constituents. Illegal aliens are not your constituents, AOC. People facing deportation orders for having committed crimes in America while being illegally in America, those are not your lawful constituents. Those are not American citizens who have protected constitutional rights. Those are criminals who have disobeyed American law, who have illegally embedded themselves in society, and then even took it a full step further by committing crimes on American domestic soil while being in America again illegally. And you attempted to give them pointers, tips on how to avoid arrest. In other words, you actively work to obstruct justice and the federal government's implementation of said justice. What an absolute clown show. Ooh, my constitution, my free speech. Yeah, I love the way these far leftoids immediately use that once it benefits them, but
yeah, she's got to be the dumbest congresswoman of them all. And she clearly definitely did not get any type of legal advice or consultation or anything of that sort before sending this nonsense. So I just want to put that out there. You know, remove this lady and lock her up for treason.
But when Donald Trump was being banned on Twitter,
let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think she should be locked up at all? Or do you think she's in the right? She didn't do anything wrong. She's just trying to help. You know, Tom Homan's the bad guy. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Some people think, you know, we're nuts. I don't know. What do you think about this? I personally believe that, you know, she's aiding illegals on how to continue committing crimes in America. And then she's trying to say that, oh, I didn't do anything wrong. And, you know, no, it doesn't work like that.
Oh, well, not a peep from them. No, quite the opposite, in fact. All that was justified. Donald Trump brought it upon himself. They deplatformed a sitting American president, and I didn't hear a peep from any of these leftoids, and certainly not from AOC. In fact, she celebrated it, but now she wants to use a First Amendment defense when it doesn't even apply. Pathetic. And then there's the other element of hypocrisy here. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez also makes the claim that this is political weaponization, political prosecution. Again, kinda rich coming from the Democrats who attempted to indict Donald Trump on 90+ criminal charges instead of, you know, winning an election the right way through rigorous debate, ideas, and campaigning. Now, all of a sudden, they're outraged over what is clear political prosecution. I mean, what a joke. We got high-profile Democrats who at this point have admitted that the cases brought against Donald Trump were politicized. And you as a Democrat now think that this is the right argument to make and it doesn't make you look hypocritical? Insane. I mean, totally insane. Not to mention inaccurate, unfounded. You brought this upon yourself. You are not a political target. You acted in a manner that was egregious enough to give, I'd say, probable cause for an investigation. Then, of course, the case was just simply referred to the DOJ, and now you want to make this ridiculous claim that Tom Homan is using Pam Bondi's agency to go after and silence his opponents. Ridiculous. And once again, AOC outs herself as one of the biggest political grifters there are, just a dishonest actor who's always playing these games, these annoying, dishonest games.
Thank you. But isn't that what they do, though? This is why we call them the hypocrites. You know, the Decepticonocrats. It's not just the Decepticons, but it's the deception, the Decepticonocrats.
Please, listen to Michael Jordan.
Stop it. Get some help.
Stop it. Get some help. Please. My brain frickin' hurts covering this nonsense. Anyways,
I personally believe she's a lost cause. But hey, that's just me. Or is it? Shout out to the liberal hive mind, covering the abundant hypocrisy from the left. Shout out to our friend, the liberal hive mind. That information the stuff she was telling the illegals, they're not American citizens. They are not American citizens, and she deserves jail time. And then trying to spin it around and trying to play the victim and everything. I was like, nah, you're not fooling us out here. You're not fooling us out here. Okay, we see your games. We're gonna hold you accountable. And we're on top of this. But let me know what you guys think. Shout out to the King Squad. Smash the like button. Hit subscribe. We're on the road to 200,000 subscribers. Like, share these videos. I appreciate you guys. And I hope everybody's having a great and awesome day. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for the birthday wishes. Okay, I had a great birthday. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm here. It's blessings, all that great stuff. And that's that, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.